WCBI News at 6 starts now.
Thanks for joining us, everyone. Rankings for Mississippi schools are released today, and for some districts in our area, the news isn't so good.
That includes one school ranked the 7th worst in the state. Our Scott Martin joins us in the studio with a breakdown of some of those numbers.
Well, that's right, Andrea and Joy. For 2 years in a row, the Noxubee County School District received a F rating, meaning it's eligible for a state takeover. Several districts close to home didn't fare well either after getting D ratings. Those schools, including Chickasaw and Montgomery counties, along with Okolona and Columbus municipal school districts. However, the Lowndes County School District scored a B, along with Tupelo and the Lee County School District saw improvement by moving up from a C rating to a B rating. The Winona School District saw a pretty big improvement by jumping from a D to a B rather. Well, some good news though, the Boonville and Oxford school districts are tied as two top schools in the state. The Mississippi Department of Education says they changed the scoring system and it did help with the number of F-rated districts, those numbers falling from 20 F-rated schools to 9. However, A, B, and C ratings did go up. To see a full list of the schools in our area where they're ranked, visit our website at WCBI.com.
All right, thanks, Scott. A multi-million-dollar project in Lowndes County is almost complete, and soon New Hope High students will be in the newest building in the district.
The $24 million project took off in early 2016 and is expected to be complete in January. Jory Talley joins us now live at the school with more.
This time next year, this state-of-the-art building will be packed with students, staff, and desks. Construction is 80% complete, and workers have been on the job working non-stop to get this building complete.
This is where everybody that drives or rides a bus will come in.
This New Hope High School building is 160,000 square feet with 52 classrooms and a tornado shelter. The facility will replace the current school that was built in the 1990s.
It's designed for growth. We're going to have enough room where we could expand. We're probably around 800 students here now, and it could probably handle a little over 1,000. And it's also designed where it can be added on to if we need to expand in the future.
Construction continues, and what will be the gym? This WCBI drone footage shows you just how big the commons area will be once the work is complete. School leaders toured schools across the country to find the best floor plans for teachers and students.
Over where we are now, it's upstairs and downstairs. This is all one level, so we're excited about that. We have dance rooms. Everything that makes noise is off the back, so PE, band, dance, show, choir are in the back of the school, and all the academic classes are in the front.
The new school is something district leaders and New Hope High staff and students have been prepping for 2 years.
We proposed a bond issue. It passed, and with the industry that we have, you know, our goal was to be able to do this construction without raising any taxes, and so far we've been able to do that and provide this. We hit the timing just right before construction costs had gone up anymore, and while the bonds were the cheapest they've ever been.
The district has a number of construction projects going at once.
This project is running a little bit long, and Critech's running a little bit long due to some issues that we couldn't help. But as of January 1, we're looking to take possession of the buildings, both buildings.
The other building is a $14 million career tech center.
We were one of only 3 school districts that did not have a centralized site back well up to right now, and the others are in the process of getting them a career tech center, but we were number 1 in industrial development in the state of Mississippi. So this was a need that was identified by our communities.
The goal is to have the bond paid off within 10 years. Even though work will be done here in January, students won't be walking through those doors until the next school year in August. Reporting live at the new high school, Jory Talley, WCBI News.
Very impressive look there at the school. Well, earning a GED can be a difficult task, but a new program at East Mississippi Community College is making that a little easier.
Our Victoria Bailey goes to the Golden Triangle campus to find out what this program has to offer. She joins us live in the studio. Victoria.
That's right, Joey. Many look at earning a GED instead of a high school diploma as a bad thing. But I learned today it can expand your employment opportunities, improve your financial future, and allow you to go to college. And those are the chances EMCC wants all students to have.
There's a time when you got to grow up that you've got to be an adult and you've got to take actual responsibilities.
East Mississippi Community College student Tiffany Gay says she's always dreamed of a better life.
I had a really rough life. I didn't finish high school at all. I had to drop out to take care of my grandmother and my grandfather. And growing up, they were always sick. So I didn't really know what to do. I couldn't really help them. I was still a child.
A child that's ready to grow up, and that's where My Best steps in.
My Best is an acronym. It stands for Mississippi Integrated Basic Education and Skills Training. So what we're doing, we're actually combining high school equivalents with occupational job training.
Gay's been out of school for about 5 years, but she says thanks to the program, getting back in the swing of things wasn't hard.
And when I looked into it, I was very unsure. I didn't know what to expect. I'm a lot different than a lot of other people, so, you know, coming into this whole thing, I was just really nervous. But once I got to know everybody, they were just so great. Everyone will help you with anything, any questions you have, they can answer it, and if they don't, they'll direct you to someone who can.
Along with GED prep, the My Best program offers occupational courses like commercial truck driving, manufacturing skills, and certified nursing assistant. The program is in its second year with a total of 80 students participating, and Tate says he hopes they all will benefit.
It's going to take you to a point where you can actually make more money and earn a better financial living for your family.
I want to be able to experience what it's like to be able to help someone. So I want to get my CNA, and then I want to continue college here to get my RN, and then I want to be a traveling nurse.
For more information on the EMCC My Best program, visit WCBI.com. Guys?
All right, Victoria, thanks a lot.
All right, time to turn things over to meteorologist Amanda Reynolds with your first look at your forecast. Amanda?
Well, it's another gorgeous evening. We're seeing that beautiful sunset here over downtown Tupelo, capped off with just a few of those clouds that have started to build in this afternoon and into this evening. Tupelo right now 72 degrees, but will drop down into the upper 60s over the next few hours. I'll have your full forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Last month, 7 horses and 2 donkeys were shot and killed in Chickasaw County. Investigators have been following up on leads, but so far, no arrests.
Tonight, the International Organization in Defense of Animals is holding a vigil in honor of the slain animals. Our Quentin Smith is in Houston, and he joins us now live with more on that.
Yeah, Andrea, that vigil is getting underway right now as we speak. As you can see over my shoulder, people are steadily pouring into the Chickasaw County Courthouse to show support and to seek justice for those animals that were tragically shot and killed. Now, it was exactly 1 month ago today that those 7 horses and 2 donkeys were killed. And everyone I spoke with at tonight's vigil tell me they're still stunned and shocked that this type of crime would occur. Coming up tonight on WCBI News at 9 and 10, I speak with the pet owners as well as people at tonight's vigil about their plea for peace. I'll have that story tonight at 9 and 10. But for now, reporting live in Houston, Quentin Smith, WCBI News.
Coming up, that may not be technically time machines, but a fleet of cars traveling through North Mississippi will take you back almost 90 years.
We hitch a ride to Tupelo after the break.
Welcome back, everyone. They are not the fastest cars, but at close to 90 years old, they still get around.
An Alabama car club is taking a trip through time. Our Parker King caught up with them in Tupelo. He joins us in the studio with more. Parker.
Don't let the name fool you. It may read Central Alabama, but this club has had members from over 20 different states, all preserving our nation's automotive history.
We're an organization of Model A's 1928 through 31, and we preserve them and bring them back to their natural state.
For several hours, the parking lot of the Tupelo Auto Museum was lined with Model A's, bearing one of the country's most iconic logos. The museum is one of the stops in the Model A Club's Sweet Home Alabama tour.
This automobile museum is absolutely great. So a lot of our members are interested in old cars. It fits in with what we're doing.
Club members see the value in preserving our nation's automotive history.
You know, Ford, the quality of what we had back in those years, the metal in the fenders, engine so simple to work on, it is really a work of art, some of these cars.
That interest in automotive history has been one of the reasons the club's numbers have grown from 7 to over 140.
That's actually the way we pick up a lot of members. They'll see us out riding and having a good time. They'll say, hey, how can I get involved in this? You know?
The restoration process can be long.
How long have you had this car?
10 years.
10 years?
Took me about 3 years to restore it.
But the long-term reward is worth it.
The beauty of the whole thing is we get together, we tour, we have fun, we have a social event, and we like to talk to people about cars.
You never meet anybody that's not your friend. You're up filling up with gas, everybody comes up and talks with you, and they say their grandfather had one just like it, and it's a good conversation piece.
In Tupelo, Parker King, WCBI News.
The Model A Club was heading, or probably is already in Lawrence County, Tennessee, and will finish their tour where it began on Wednesday in Tuscumbia, Alabama.
Well, it'll be another beautiful sunny day tomorrow. We'll see highs again near 80 degrees. I'll have your full forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
First Alert Forecast with meteorologist Amanda Reynolds.
Yet another beautiful afternoon here across northeast Mississippi and western Alabama. This was our look in Columbus this afternoon. You can see a few more of those clouds beginning to build in, but it's still making for a very nice evening or afternoon and early evening, but we're being treated to this gorgeous sunset across downtown Columbus right now. Temperatures around 71 degrees, so most of us right around that 70 degree mark, so it's feeling very nice. A little bit warmer down to the south where we're still in the mid 70s, but up to the north, a few areas already dropping back into the 60s, so we'll continue to cool down into the 50s in the next few hours, but overnight will be around 49. It'll be a little bit warmer than where we were the last few nights where we've been in the low to mid 40s, but again, it will continue to be relatively clear. And it won't be too bad as we head out tomorrow either. We'll start out in the low 50s and eventually warm up to near 80 degrees, but it won't feel as bad as some of the 80-degree temperatures we saw a few weeks ago. That humidity is gone, so it's going to continue to feel like fall. We'll just have a few of those clouds hanging on very similarly to today. And if you're heading out for some high school football tomorrow evening, it will be picture perfect out there. Once again, it will be relatively clear. We'll start out around 70 degrees at kickoff and then dropping down into the low 60s. But tomorrow night going to be a little bit warmer than the last few nights and even tonight. So not looking too bad, but Futurecast showing us we'll stay dry for the next few days, but here's that next cold front. It's going to move through sometime Sunday evening and into Monday, and it'll bring the chance for some much needed rain, up to maybe a few inches in some areas. And it'll just kind of depend on when it comes through, but we'll also see much cooler temperatures on the other side of this front. So I mentioned that we need some of the rain. Now, the official drought monitor just came out today, the new update, and again, this moderate drought area hasn't changed much, but all across central Mississippi is now in that abnormally dry area, and even some patches up closer to Oxford and Tupelo. So we could definitely use the rain, but we won't get here until we get to Sunday. So again, 7-day forecast, plenty of sunshine with just a few clouds for your Friday and Saturday, but Sunday and Monday, that's going to be our just best chance for those showers and storms, but much cooler once we get to the beginning of next week.
All right, well, customers in Tupelo, there is a boil water notice. All customers of the city of Tupelo, there was a presence of E. coli, and that sampling has been sent to the Mississippi State Department of Health, and you should boil your water until further notice and boil for at least 1 minute before use. All right, coming up, Mississippi State unveils updated renderings for the new Dudy Noble Field. Get your first look at the new Dude next in sports.
CBI Sports with Robbie Donahoe. is brought to you by your local Ford dealers. Go further.
Fall ball continuing for our college baseball programs around the country. In Starkville, MSU is bouncing between venues because the new Dudy Noble Field continues its big-time makeover. And today, the Bulldogs released the new renderings of what the famed stadium will look like when a renovation is complete, and it looks gorgeous. The project expected to be partially completed prior to the 2018 season's first pitch, but the Diamond Dogs will play their first 12 games away from home. For 2018, the new capacity of Dudy Noble Field will be 9,000, but is expected to rise following completion of the stadium in 2019. Now, here's this best shot. Flying in, and there's a walkway and a concourse. You can see the game. It's fantastic. Now, for those who have purchased a left field lounge box, MSU will be doing a move-in day for those patrons to personalize their space prior to the first game of the season. There's an extensive question and answer release from MSU regarding the new Dudy Noble and left field lounge boxes. You can find that on our website at WCBI.com. Quick snapshot of the schedule for MSU this year. The season opening series will actually be back where they won the regional last year. It'll be in Southern Miss, February 16th through the 18th, and they'll be in Corpus Christi, Texas after that for a weekend series and games, and then after that in Houston, Texas at Minute Maid Park. The first home games will be March 6th and 7th, and the first SEC series will be a home series against Vanderbilt March 16th and 18th, but you can also expect Mizzou, LSU, Ole Miss, Auburn, Arkansas, A&M, Bama, Kentucky, and Florida on the SEC docket. It's a big time year for Mississippi State baseball. To college football, it's a big Saturday coming up in the SEC. Just about every team is in conference play this week. Here are those four games we're watching for. Tennessee, Bama right here on WCBI. Kentucky, MSU at 3. LSU, Ole Miss 6:15, and Auburn, Arkansas will be at 6:30. We'll recap it all for you coming up this Saturday. To Friday on the End Zone. We're all set for a huge Week 10 high school football as we're eager to get to Fulton for our Carl Hogan Toyota Game of the Week, but that's just one matchup we're looking at. Choctaw County South Pontoac's a big one. Chargers win. For all intents and purposes, they clinch the division crown. East Webster will be at Winona. Tigers could get a big win there and potentially move their run towards possibly winning that division in Region 2-2A. And then TCPS Smithville, Okolona leads Region 1-1A. That game between the Knolls and the Eagles could decide who will take the number 2 seed out of that division. We'll see how it all plays out coming up Friday. We do have a game tonight, East Union Baltimore. We'll have that highlights coming up tonight at 10 after your Thursday night football game, which will be Chiefs-Raiders, which you can watch right here on WCBI. Other NFL games this weekend we'll have for you on WCBI, Titans-Browns and Bengals-Steelers. And then Dak and the boys will be in San Fran taking on the 49ers. Now to college hoops. SEC Basketball Media Day wrapped up in Nashville today. The preseason USA Today coaches poll is out. There's a little love for the Southeastern Conference, but by the end of the season, you could see many more SEC schools in the top 25. Here is that aforementioned top 25. Kentucky is at 4. Duke is your preseason number 1 with 20 votes. Florida actually got a first place vote. They're in 7th. And then a couple other notables teams outside of the top 10. The only other SEC team in the top 25 is Alabama coming in at 25. A&M, Missouri, Georgia, Arkansas, and South Carolina all got votes. But as you see it right now, just SEC not well represented. Just 3 teams in the top 25 from the Southeastern Conference, but expect many more to join that ranks down the road. That's it for sports. We'll get a last look at your forecast when we come back.
All right, that's all the time we have, everyone. Have a great night. Thank you so much.